Come on, Doug.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. How you guys doing tonight? I know I'm not gonna have worse than the other guy, so I'm gonna try to do best here. So my name is Tony Tirado. I'm half Irish, half Mexican. Any Mexicans out there? I know you fuckers had in Bedford. That's a good idea, right? No more wine than this. That was good. Any Paddies, any Irish in the house? I'm glad to have you sober. I'm glad to have you sober. I like that. I like that. So as I said, my name is Tony. I'm half Mexican, half Irish, which is already a pretty solid party combination. I'm not gonna lie. However, I look like if Chewbacca and an Ewok have a love child inside of a taco truck. I am aware of that. All right. So as I said, I was raised by my Irish dad. This was a very special lady, man. We used to live in a small apartment in Southside Dallas, so it was really nice. So what's really incredible about this lady that she was an incredible listener. She hated cooking and she used whiskey as a vegetable. That's a fact. Any good old Irish ladies here, we know you love your whiskey. And she loved hearing other people's problems, other known as gossip. So yeah, man, she would also have these old ladies come into the apartment. They would tell all the problems, and she just get them drunk. So I just picture these 60, 17-year-old, you're like walking from church and getting into the apartment, and then getting like really, really drunk, and they were like crying and just bitching about her husbands. And right now when they were really loaded, my grandma would just like send her away to fight with her husbands. So that was hilarious, man. That was growing up. That was incredible. I live in Dallas. I love living in Dallas. Dallas, I think, is a great city, and as I'm about to explain, I think Dallas has something for everybody. From diving down in 635, it's just like being on a stunt double for Max Fury Road, man. 635 is insane. I've been lucky enough to drive for most of this beautiful country, and I never seen anything like that. It's always under construction. How is it? How is it always under construction? And at the same time, you might be doing 80 on the middle lane, and you're going to be taken over by a grandma and Buick late for Bible studies, while a soccer mom is just flipping you off for existing in the same lane. I don't know how I do it, man. It's just really stressful driving in Dallas. Makes no sense. However, something else that I really, really like about Dallas, more of flexibility. Dallas has more churches than schools, man. They're everywhere. Every single corner, every denomination is great. However, the best thing about Dallas, you can go to church, but you can also drive down Hurricanes Boulevard on a Tuesday morning and see all of the working girls there. But those girls are really honest. More like any politician or Dickies trying to sell you barbecue. That Dickies is not barbecue. So something else about me, I'm a Gen Xer. I was born in 1980. Any other Gen Xers in the house? Man, I really like our generation. We are no nonsense, with your head down, get to work, and we're basically raised on sarcasm, dark humor, and painkillers. Most of the time it's that order. It's also very interesting that how we were raised, because we were shown up to keep your head down, showed up for work, right? And I don't see a lot of that in today's Gen Z, man. Because I see the kids this age, and I know that makes me sound like a million years, but I see all of these guys. They have a GPS on their phone, they can order food anytime, and their vocabulary is, bro, you're doing too much, bro. Come on, you're doing too much. Man, I don't know, I know we didn't do a good job about making this world a better place, but I really have some serious doubts about the following generation. As I said, I live in Dallas, I love Dallas, and another thing that I really like about Dallas is an equal opportunity town. The other night, I was watching a reel on Instagram. These upscale white ladies, very good looking, they look like supermodels fighting outside a bar in Frisco. And when they were fighting, like punching and kicking, and there was this girl on a turquoise dress, just like the gentleman here, and she was just throwing other girls around and kicking them just like a 100-pound Yokozuna. That was great to watch. And the other thing that I also saw last week is this video from two ladies in Deep Ellum. Both of them homeless, both of them on crack, both of them fighting each other over the rights of that corner. However, one leg. They were kicking each other one leg, and both of them were in wheelchairs. I kid you not, both of them were in wheelchairs. It was great to see. I'm about to get out around here, but I just want to tell you one last thing. I think life is very much like driving here in Dallas. It makes no sense, it's terrifying, and we still show up every single day to go to work. Thank you, Bedford.
Thank you, Tony. Always good to have some Dallas energy in the room. Our next comic will also be working the beat